Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively in a room, all three of us put together are the most insane modern muscly blokes ever. There you go.
I've heard that somewhere before.
Yes,
I bet
deja
you
vu. I've just had deja vu.
Again?
Yeah, again.
That reminds me of something. Anyway, so we are doubling down on Patreon and channel memberships and stuff. If our reactions to heavy music are your thing, we're starting to do a bit more music, putting that over there, and just other stuff that may not be safe for the main YouTube channel, like reacting to people like Donut Operator, which is proper fun stuff.
Some fails.
To do, fails,
Yeah,
things like
some
that.
of them are a bit sort of, not a bit frowned upon, I think, aren't they, by YouTube,
Yeah.
some of them.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you've got
Although
to be
we get them
careful.
from YouTube.
I know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So anyway, yeah, just how much is it, Mike? What does it start at?
It starts at £1.50.
Glad you're paying attention.
Absolutely.
Hey.
I've got it that time.
Anyway, right, the most insane, powerful modern muscle cars in the world. In the world. Does anywhere else have muscle cars?
I like the fill in there, Dave.
Does anywhere else, like any other cultures, have?
No,
really
don't be
powerful,
stupid.
like-
No, muscle cars is an American thing, isn't
It
it?
is really, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
you get, like you say, we get like supercars that come from like Italy or the Japanese sort of like race cars, you know, like you said before,
yeah,
drifting.
These are sort of like big and dirty, aren't they? The
I suppose
muscle cars.
the tradition over here used to be more like rally cars, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
suppose
think
so.
about your Subaru Imprezas and your Evos and stuff. They're kind of like
Japanese.
I know they are, but they're part of British car culture.
Yeah.
A lot.
If you
Mexico.
go back to the
Mexico
age,
as well,
the Escort, the Fiesta,
Yeah.
the RS Turbos type
Yeah.
cars, you had all that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I know,
Hot
again, I
hatches
know it
and
was
things like that.
I know it was an American brand with Ford and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of them were built over here, weren't they?
Yeah, massive,
In the day.
massively, yeah.
Do they do like the Ford Focus ST in America?
I don't know.
You wouldn't have thought so, would you?
I wouldn't
It's
have
that-
thought there'd be a place
It's
for
a real
it,
European
really.
build type of
it
car,
seems,
isn't
yeah,
it?
it seems to me like a Ford Focus would be a more of a Euro car.
Yeah,
small.
I think
It's
so,
just
yeah.
with it being the ST
It's a small
version.
hatch, innit?
Yeah, they're probably mainly sort of manual as well.
Yeah, and they'd be looking for, over there, your small sort of like Ford would be a Mustang.
Yeah, well,
Like
that's what I'm thinking. Like the watered down version of a muscle car might be a Focus ST or something.
No, you get like a lower engine Mustang.
I know, but I mean over here.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, not over. Yeah,
Yeah.
our
Well,
equivalent. I'm
It's
trying to
more
think
more
of.
geared for
Right.
the road sizes in Europe.
Yeah,
So the road
Yeah,
size is
true.
a lot smaller. Parking's a lot, sort of like tighter.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. As we pointed out on the last video that we did about muscle cars, we love cars.
Yeah.
Don't we? Some impressive machines.
We're very
these.
keen.
So let's get into it. The most insane, powerful modern muscle cars in the world.
Welcome back to the Millie Jackson channel. Muscle cars are considered to be as American as apple pie and Disney World. Powerful, loud, aggressive, these are some of the adjectives that spring to mind when we consider muscle cars. Even though in today's busy and crowded cities, families opt for cars like SUVs and sedans, there's just something about muscle cars that connects deeply with the American psyche and makes people wish they had their own muscle car. We explore the most powerful modern muscle cars in the world with the Millie Jackson channel.
It's that noise.
Yeah.
The Trans Am 455 Super Duty. If you're still at an early age, it's quite hard for you to know of the glory of the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am as a legendary muscle car in the 70s of the 20th century. When General Motors eliminated the brand Pontiac, many car enthusiasts had their hearts broken. But Trans Am Depot has recently revived the car mentioned above under the name of Trans Am Super Duty 455, based on the 6th generation Camaro. And in fact, it looks more like the Pontiac, with the front bumper, same split grille, Fire Chicken logo on the top of the hood, and more retro styling on the body. At the heart of the Trans Am 455 is the 7.4-liter V8 engine, pairing with the 2.7-liter Magnum.
I didn't know they remade it, but I tell you what a car that would be.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'd have that over here.
That'd be that looks absolutely amazing, that one.
Yeah.
Really does.
They did just show a couple of stock bits of footage where the back end was coming out straight away there.
Yeah.
And like spinning out. And they're obviously, I mean, they're kind of renowned for not being the best at cornering, aren't they? A lot of muscle
I
cars.
don't think that was geared at that. I think that was just to get an angle of the car with smoke coming off
Just
the
to
back
make it
wheels.
look cool.
Yeah.
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 I'm guessing most of them rear-wheel drive, are they?
Yeah.
The muscle cars? Yeah.
what a ridiculous sized engine.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Someone sent me a DM
Huge.
yesterday, and sadly his grandpa passed away. And one of the things he had was the Pontiac Firebird. Can't remember what year it was. I want to say 1970, maybe. But it was mint condition. It was like just needed a good polishing and all. It looked like he just pulled it out of the garage like dusty.
Yeah.
And but it was mint.
There's not many cars over here that you could inherit from your dad or your granddad,
Capri.
and it'd be like, but it'd be the pride of place, and it'd be like you'd be buffing it at the weekends and stuff.
I think if I left my car to my grandson, I think he'd be all right.
Oh yeah.
He'd be all right with that.
He'd be quite.
He'd be buffing it.
I think he'd sell it. I think that's the thing. There's a thing about some of these muscle cars that are like, I think they become heirlooms to a degree.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you get like a something like that, or if you look over here, if someone left you a 79 Capri that was in mint condition,
that's
you'd be
different.
looking after it. That's what I'm saying. though. They become heirlooms then.
Yeah.
And sort of them eras, or someone left you a 1980 Mexico we were talking about.
Yeah, of course.
An Escort, whatever.
Yeah.
RS Turbo.
Yeah, just iconic type of cars, aren't they? For British anyway. Those
Try and
type
get
of cars.
XR2 now. Have you seen the price of them? Just try.
Yeah.
I've looked at them thinking,
I can imagine.
That's one of them staying up at night looking on eBay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
XR2. How much? I'll have a look and see what. Now we'll go on Auto Trader, see if we can get the XR2.
I know you look back, don't you?
I
I
look
used to have
back
a
and
couple of
think,
them. And I think,
yeah.
but first one I got nicked within 2 weeks. By the way, let me just put it out there.
I've never had an XR2. I was more Volkswagen Golf.
Yeah,
So I had the
right,
GTI
okay.
was my first car.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's going to be a modern classic, and people may disagree with me, but I think between 2007 and 2011, the Honda Civic, the Type R,
Yeah.
with the triangular exhaust, I think if you could get a pristine Type R in 20 years or so, I think that's going to be one of them where people go, I had one.
Yeah.
Why? And
I'm
it's
just not
worth
sure whether
30.
Japanese cars hold the value with with things like that. I've never seen a Japanese car apart from the Nissan ZR. Is it the ZX or the ZR?
Yeah.
Can't remember what it's called now.
The Nissan Skyline.
No, it's like the ZR or the
Are
Z.
you thinking
I think it's
of the
ZX one,
the
Barry
350?
used to have one ZX280
ZX,
or something, wasn't it?
one of them.
Sure,
That's
you used to
what
have
I'm
one
talking
of
about.
them.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I remember that.
Before his Porsche, yeah.
That's right, yeah. The thing is, you've got to have somewhere to put them, haven't you?
Yeah.
It'd be great to buy a car pristine, just keep it for like 20, 30 years and watch the value go up, but...
See, I'm not asked. I want to drive them.
Yeah, so
I'm not
Yeah,
asked. I'm not asked sticking them in a garage and looking at them. I want to be out there driving them.
Yeah, definitely.
my next door
Agree with
neighbour's got a Toyota MR2 that I've talked
Yeah,
about
yeah.
before, and that's he spent so much money doing that up, and the noise it makes.
We've
is
got a guy up
unbelievable.
our road that's got like I think it's like an MG or something on blocks, but it's been on blocks for about 10 years. It's like, do something with it. It's always covered with a sheet. It's like, I'll give it up.
Innocent supercharger, which is connected by enameled gas pipelines. NASCAR superstar Joey Arrington transformed it into a monster engine with a whopping one.
Someone's got a clip that.
Made us all jump.
Bunch of scaredy cats,
I
eh?
know, yeah.
Just wasn't expecting it.
I know. Same here.
1,000 horsepower and 1,416 newton meters of torque. However, that's not enough for the perfect handling on the road. Super Duty boasts
Was
a
that a
lowered
manual?
suspension,
Yeah.
stiffer anti-roll bars, 10-spoke wheels, Michelin Pilot sport tires, and Brembo brakes.
It's a beast.
The 2018 Dodge Challenger
Oh, yeah,
SRT Demon.
That looks like
It's
a
no
beast.
surprise that the next on the list is the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, a gem of the Dodge vehicles. Since its first appearance in 1959, the name Challenger has spread far and wide. The Challenger SRT Demon version 2018 was announced as the world's fastest car at the time,
Front wheels were a
doing
bit
0
I was
to
just gonna
60
say
miles
that.
per hour in just 2.3 seconds, the
Wow,
like of the $1 million
jeez.
Bugatti supercar. Besides, it can also produce up to 840 horsepower due to the 6.2-liter Hemi Demon V8 engine,
A lot of horsepower,
and
that.
2.7-liter supercharger connected to the Torque Flight 8-speed automatic transmission.
Still get some twat in a Tesla try to race you.
Yeah. Yeah, funny on that though, he said automatic transmission as well.
They did?
Yeah, I thought it'd be a manual, but
Yeah, they did. I don't think they did the Challenger over here. They definitely didn't do the Demon. But
Yeah.
but I think they did the Charger. Was over
Right,
here.
that
So
rings
you
a
can get
bell.
You can definitely
Yeah.
get the Dodge Charger over here, and you can get the 5-litre version in that as well, or
Yeah.
whatever it is, 4.7 sort of thing. Don't know. It's
$84,000 as well. You think for what it is, for such an iconic monster.
you get a lot of car for your money, really, don't you?
Yeah.
do in the USA.
Yeah.
Transmission. Boosting efficiency by 18%
Take
with
off.
transport.
Wow.
The system locks the output shaft of the gearbox, taming this beast perfectly. In combination with the pull mode of the suspension, it shows an otherworldly startup and acceleration. The exterior is the hallmark design of Dodge.
Yeah.
It stands out with a large-size air intake on the hood, along with a cluster of 4 evil eye lights on the grille and broad wheel arches, making the car look like a real beast that is ready to break out of its cage.
The back end of it looks nice as well.
Yeah.
The 2020
yeah.
Ford
Cobra,
Shelby
is it?
Super Snake Bold Edition.
Jesus Christ.
Shelby and Mustang are like the moon and the sun. Since 1965, they exist in parallel, embodying the essence
That's
and
me
heritage
looking
at
of
it.
the Ford Shelby brand. This 2020 combination is really worth the wait, because it is not only the most potent Super Snake, but it also
That
has
black and
3
green as
exterior
well.
color
It's
packages that take on the 70s retro style to the nostalgic max. First comes, first serves rule will
I
be
like that
applied.
Yeah.
So they're proper go faster stripes, aren't they?
That colour combo there, the blue and silver for me, you know, or the other way around, like the white and blue. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think you're right, to
That's
be honest.
nice.
It's just, I wouldn't, if I was going to buy one, I love the look of the black one with the green, but I'd never buy something that garish looking. You know, the green on it,
Yeah.
it's like, stands out too much. That's a bit more, even though it's not understated.
But
it's
when
a
you've
bit
got a
more
car
subtle.
like that, mate, it doesn't matter what the colour is, you can hear that coming from fucking 4 or 5 blocks away.
Yeah.
Oh, without a
You
doubt.
know what I mean? And the neighbours are looking at you when you're bringing it out at 6 in the morning going, wanker.
What is it?
Yeah. Sorry, I got some sleep up here. Probably the best looking one up to now, I think.
So I told you ages ago, my mate had the Cobra, and didn't look anything like that. They really seriously built that. I mean, this is a Shelby sort of thing, but yeah, my mate had the Cobra like probably about 2002 sort of era, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it, but that shifted, mate.
I bet.
Yeah, and the noise it made, the noise that come out of it.
That's a big part of it, isn't it, the noise.
I used to drive it a lot.
What did they do to the gallon, do you think?
Fuck knows.
These
I don't even know what any
these
car
bad
does to the
boys.
gallon.
Yeah, I think maybe the last thought on your mind if you buy something like that, innit?
Yeah.
You just want to drive it.
Race between petrol
Yeah,
stations.
you're there just to cruise in this and sort of like take off.
Make
and,
noise
make
and have
noise,
fun.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
definitely.
To just 500 limited editions.
Wow.
This year's Super Snake Bold version blows one's mind with a supercharged 5-liter Coyote engine that boosts the maximum power to a breathtaking 825 horsepower, accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds.
The stance.
Yeah.
The new additions to this muscle supercar for smoother handling include Shelby's extreme cooling system, Brembo's 6-pot braking system, high-quality aluminum alloy wheels, and high-performance tires. Indeed, this would be a monster with a roar that makes the surrounding cars tremble.
Yeah, love it.
It looks great from every angle, that one.
Yeah.
The 2020 Dodge Challenger SRT
Nice.
Hellcat Red Eye. In the memory of many car enthusiasts, the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red Eye is reminiscent of the image of smoke, burning tires, and the savage engine sound. It's the kind of aggressive, classic-styled vehicle that glides in the US arid deserts. Dodge always knows how to pamper customers. You can own the 2020 SRT Hellcat Red Eye at only 1/5 the price of the Ferrari or Lamborghini supercars, but still with the same power. Specifically, it has a capability of 797 horsepower and maximum torque of 888 newton meters. The car accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds before reaching a maximum speed of 203 miles per hour. High-speed valve actuator and suspension tuned by Bilstein. I bet you'll have to hold your breath while watching the SRT Hellcat Red Eye. It stands out with the dual snorkel, the 4 ferocious lights round cluster, and its low position with growling posture. The 2020 Ford Shelby Mustang GT500. This is the most potent Mustang machine ever.
That's a sexy machine.
The 2020 Ford Shelby Mustang GT500 is a blend of the iconic muscular design and performance of modern sports cars. The GT500
It's almost starting to take on like a Porsche-like shape, wasn't it?
muscular design and performance
I think-
of modern
I see what you
sports
mean.
cars.
No,
So
I
from
know
that-
what you're
from
saying
that
from the
angle,
front.
the-
The front wing maybe gives it a little bit, but I think
Yeah.
I think the Mustang has always stood out as an individual car on its own all the time.
Yeah.
It's always had very similar. When they've modified it, it's never made massive changes.
Right.
It's always been just little,
Just slightly.
until you get from. I mean, if you put one from 1976 to the modern one now, yeah, very different.
Yeah.
But if you go 1976, 77, 78, 70 in order, you can just see them changes. As
Just slightly,
It's
and-
like it's just growing into something different.
Just a little tweak here and there.
It does, from that angle, I think, start taking on more of a supercar shape.
I know what you mean.
That's a more familiar shape.
It's definitely
whereas
more,
some of the other ones are boxy.
It's definitely more modern look than whereas the one previous was at the Dodge. That's definitely a lot more of a classic type of shape, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
you could have plucked it out from the 70s or something like that. The Dodge couldn't.
They've gone that retro look, though, haven't they?
Absolutely,
they've gone the classic look.
Definitely, yeah.
Some ridiculous looking cars.
Some great styling, though.
But what I like about these as well, when they put the on the Mustang, when they put the Cobra on it, on the badge, it just gives it that extra little bit of like,
absolutely, it's part of it.
Yeah.
We've never lent into things like Hellcat and Diablo and Demon and stuff on cars over here, but
GT.
They've fully leaned into it over there, haven't they? I love it.
Cars. The GT500 aerodynamic design was inspired by fighter aircraft. The ferocious front end features a giant grille, extended tire shield, and sports rear spoiler facilitates airflow when the car accelerates, decelerates, and turns. The heart of the GT500 is a 5.2-liter supercharged V8 engine, connected to the rear axle via a 7-speed Tremec dual-clutch automatic transmission. The engine is mounted on the enhanced chassis that is based on the GT350, Magnaride magnetic dampers and carbon fiber wheels. Altogether, it produces an impressive 760 horsepower and 625 pound-feet of torque. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds, faster than the SRT Hellcat Red Eye. The 2020 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. Although not appearing until 1966, 8 years after the Dodge Challenger, the Dodge Charger hasn't become less symbolic. As the name Hellcat indicates, the 2020 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat has the power of 707 horsepower, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.6 seconds, 0.2 seconds behind the Challenger SRT Hellcat. It can even reach 717 horsepower with the version for the 50th anniversary of the Daytona racetrack. All of this is due to the 6.2 supercharged SRT Hemi V8 engine.
That whine, that's coming from the supercharger, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming from the air intake.
Right.
Exhaust. But what you've got is one thing I forgot about at the start of the video is where things like the BMW 5 M5 would line up against things like these.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's HD as well, aren't they?
Yeah, because I was looking at the M5 when I got my car now, and it was one of the options, but they offered me some kind of like M5. I want to say it was called something like competition pack or coupe pack or something. I can't remember what it's called. Had a name after we had the regular M5 competition pack, and then it was like the M5 competition pack coupe something version. And I was like, what's the difference apart from the fucking 50 grand you try to put on there? And he went, this is the track car.
Was it Grand Coupe?
No, I don't think it was Grand Coupe. Oh, I think it might have been actually, Dave. Yeah.
Because they do a 4 Series. I was looking at the 4 Series, but the older one. And it's just,
But it was mega money.
Yeah.
It was like ridiculous money. And I said, what am I getting that's different? Then also he went, do you want to take it on the track and find out? And I went, no. I'm driving it from Didsbury to Bowden.
Is it worth it?
In the traffic round.
I probably won't get more than 20 mile an hour, mate.
First gear all the way.
I don't even need the third gear.
One will do. One gear. Going to get a discount.
You just need extra paint protection for cyclists bouncing off.
But I'm wondering where they'd line up with these, because I know it's super powerful. And I forgot about the German cars with Audi as well. Porsche. Porsche's more of a supercar, I guess. But definitely the BMW and the
Audi. Because that's a saloon. I didn't think you'd see a saloon in this video. I must admit. So
the M5 is it a 4-litre petrol?
I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember what the spec on it was, but I just remember the price was ridiculous.
Yeah,
and the spec on it and the speed and everything. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I think the M5s, in terms of technology and handling, would probably batter them, but they're not as powerful as these.
Yeah.
So I think it might be much of a sameness.
Yeah.
You know, where catch up on a straight, lose them in the corners.
But these ones, you could listen to them all day, though, couldn't you? The engines. That's one of the reasons why I get in it. They sound absolutely amazing. They really do.
Which transmits power to the rear axle via an 8-speed automatic transmission. The version 2020 still preserves the iconic design language of the Charger.
Yeah,
nice colour.
The ferocious front end with majestic grille, outstanding hood air intakes. The vehicle posture is lowered and expanded, and the frame is strengthened more to be ready for spectacular handling on the track. Chevy Camaro ZL1 1LE.
That doesn't do it for me as much as the others, you know.
Oh, I don't know. Could have fronted that.
Yeah, I like that Camaro. Do you know, I like the grille where the headlights are, the thin grille with the big grille underneath it. That looks
Same here.
That just looks beast.
It's just a great angle.
It is.
Then
yeah.
it's got a big back end as well.
Yeah.
It looks very intimidating.
Yep.
It looks more like...
They definitely do look like eyes as well, they do.
Like some of the other ones have looked more like saloons / sedans. They call them sedans over there, don't they?
Yeah.
That looks like a sports car, doesn't it?
Do you know what it looks like to me?
all day long.
Who is this for me? Police car.
Really?
Like a super police car.
Yeah.
You know, one of them with the high speed chases you have to get involved in.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and
Yeah.
again when the guy's doing the cannonball run.
Yeah.
And you have to chase him from fucking, I don't know, New Jersey to Oklahoma at fucking 200 mile an hour.
Yeah, I think
That's
you
what
need
you're
something
chasing
like
him.
that. Yeah. You'd sign up, wouldn't you, if you got one of those to drive around all day?
Yeah.
I keep getting 3 Series estates coming up
Oh,
behind
I don't
me
like
on the
that.
motorway.
I do not like that.
Every time.
As soon as I see one, I'm like, whoa, straight over. Slow right down, straight over.
Yeah.
Let them go past.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
if I see it's like just normal people, and I'm right behind them, flashing them, fuck off out of the way.
Yeah, you can move now.
You see some absolute bellend that couldn't be a cop.
Yeah.
driving it like,
The first Camaro was also born in the 70s, the peak period of the American muscle car.
You can get this over.
Therefore, the Chevy
Yeah.
Camaro is also an indispensable part of history. And more than half a century later, the 6th generation Camaro was born, and more special, with the ZL1 1LE version. The 6.2-liter V8
Get out.
supercharged engine is inherited from the
6.2.
expensive Chevrolet Corvette.
back
God, for an engine, jeez.
back that up to some of the Just Stop Oil protesters.
Oh,
Take it out,
yeah.
put it in neutral, and just.
Yeah. They wouldn't even be able to talk, would they? Just, their head would be vibrating. They'd just be like, they'd be like, fuck it, I'm off.
Yeah.
Unglue me hands.
Yeah.
The fumes and the vibrations might make him a bit more clever.
Oh, you'd be
to be
right.
fair.
If you drove something over here that's like if you get something over 5 litres over here, you have issues with people fucking coming up moaning at you that you're ruining the planet and all that kind of stuff. You do. I've seen them. Even one person when I stop at a traffic light, some guy knocked on my window and told me to turn my engine off.
Really?
You got balls, mate. Yeah.
Nah.
I can't believe someone's done that to
Yeah.
you.
It's at the rail crossing.
Was it?
Knocked on my window. Turn the engine off. You're just sitting idle.
Yeah.
Mate.
Not me.
Fuck off.
Not me.
Z06 sports car. It is connected to a 10-speed automatic gearbox to produce 650 horsepower. Along with the adjustments to the powertrain, electronic differential lock, Multimatic shock absorbers adaptive to unexpected acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. To look more vigorous, Muscle had to sacrifice driving vision, and Camaro is no exception.
Sacrifice
In return,
driving
with a low
vision.
posture, definitive hood, large grille, and bull-like body, the Camaro will make you proud when gliding on the street. The Equus Bass 770.
What is that?
Equus is an American manufacturer of manual luxury muscle cars. The unique design inspiration of the Equus Bass 770
Price tag compared to the
Ooh,
other
yeah,
one.
cheap,
Equus,
is it?
Equus, obviously Mustang. It's got the horse thing on it. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
of
know, it
course.
looks a bit like a Mustang, doesn't it? Is it someone who gets Mustangs and sort of like
Like a tuning company.
and messes
maybe
with
it
them?
is.
Possibly.
Yeah.
not
could
not
be.
in that way.
The Equus Bass 770. Equus is an American manufacturer of manual luxury muscle cars. The unique design inspiration of the Equus Bass 770 will overwhelm you because it was based on the 7 muscle cars in the 70s of the 20th century. Perhaps it is why it is called the Bass 770. And then, the Bass 770 came to us with its very own language: classic, luxurious, and cool. With its aluminum chassis, it is super light, only 1,650 kilograms, but still has 6.2-liter supercharged V8 engine, the like of the other cars in the same segment. Furthermore, it also features a 6-speed dual-clutch manual transmission, ceramic carbon Brembo brakes, and flexible suspension.
All black.
It generates
like that.
640 horsepower, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds before reaching a maximum speed of 200 miles per hour. Though the latecomer, Equus Bass 770 is not a novice and really worth your ownership. Above is the most powerful modern muscle cars in the world that Millie Jackson Channel selected. Please share your opinions in the comments section below, And don't forget to subscribe and press the bell to
That was
Yeah.
Which one are you getting? If they say which one do you want out of these, forget about the value on them, the Equus value. Obviously.
Even though that was the most expensive, that wasn't the one for me to look at. In all black, it was cool, but I think all of them, if they were all black, there'd be something about it. I think was it the Dodge? It was like number 2 or 3. Challenger, I think it was. That was one of the nicer
Number 1
ones.
was the Challenger. What's the one, wasn't it? The Demon. I'm going for the Mustang Shelby.
Shelby.
It's hard
classic.
to say because there's
The
so many-
Camaro's nice for me.
Just sat the way it sat, just on the back. I just like the back flares on the arches and all that. And
If they lined them all up, so you can pick one of them. I think you'd be there a long time waiting it up when you think,
I just go like, I'll take that one.
I think I'd probably turn the engine on and see what it sounded like.
Yeah.
I don't know, but all great cars.
The back end is the thing for me because some of them they drop off quite quickly or they're boxy. Like that Chevy looked kind of boxy at the back. I don't really like that.
Yeah,
right.
I prefer the more saloon/sedan sort of extended.
With the Chevy, it kind of like looks very Chevy-ish, didn't it? Sort of thing, and it's. I don't know what you're saying. It could be, it could be any one of the, the group apart from the Corvette, obviously. Yeah. But then when you look at like, this one here, the Chevy there, on this picture, it could almost be a Toyota on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's like it's a little bit different, but
like
I think
Supra or something.
The Shelby Mustang for me was like that's just oozes it for me.
Yeah, some great cars there though.
There's a few there that I'd be proud to own. Put it that way. They're just unbelievable, and the noise. Like you say, 6 in the morning.
Some of them cars. I think I said to you ages ago when you were looking at new cars. I think I said something about what about the Dodge Charger. Yeah. Sort of like,
I think was it not the Mustang that you?
No, I think
mentioned?
it's the Dodge Charger, and it's like big enough car, but not. It wasn't like you was looking at the estate car at the time still.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, so you sort of like.
Don't think you could fit ladders on them. That's a problem.
No, yeah, you couldn't. You can only get the 30-foot ones.
Ah, right. You can't get the extension ladders
on there.
Right, I'll never do that.
So yeah,
I like how you still say that even though I've got a new car.
I've got to keep it going, haven't we? It's too good to let go.
Yeah, it's good that though.
I hope the car.
Great cars there.
I hope the car stuff becomes a tangent for us because we all really enjoy it. It's something we're all into.
Quick one. This might be a stupid question. It's sort of nothing to do with these to a certain extent. But what are parking spaces like in the US? Are they generally wider?
Only when you drive. Or do
you mean in like
in car parks and stuff like that? Because they tend to be, I think, bigger cars in general, don't they? I think.
When I drove in the USA, Gaynor had a massive car. She had the Expedition XLT, which is the extended cab sort of thing, 3 rows of seats. It was like a fucking school bus sort of thing. Then I had none of that, but it was I only had a small 2-seater sort of thing, so it was easier for me. But when you drive, in parking lots, it's massive parking lots like the shopping malls. And then if you went into New York, if I drove into New York, I was driving in his car. You take it to a car park, and all you do is drive it into the drive, give them the key, and they put it in the lift and take it up. And when you come back, you give them the ticket, and it comes back down in the lift. You put it on the road for you, and you drive off.
Fair enough.
So you're not like backing into little spaces anyway. There are the options for that, but I never did that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I would never park my car on the road.
Yeah. I was just wondering whether it would actually wider than ours, because ours always seem a bit snug over here.
You've got massive SUVs.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
Yeah, it's more commonplace for people to drive Escalades and things like that. They're absolutely massive.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers. Guys.